From firefighters to public school teachers to sanitation workers, public sector hiring has seen a steady decline since the start of the pandemic. But there's one profession that's become a particular concern nationwide: law enforcement officers, and the hiring woes have been building for years. A survey of police departments in 2019 found that nearly 80% of agencies reported struggles with hiring qualified recruits. Half of the agencies said they changed internal policies and qualifications to get more candidates.
Large departments and small, in urban and rural. I think we've seen this problem growing steadily over the last, say, 10 years or so, but it really ramped up post-COVID.
4% fewer officers were hired in 2021 than in 2019. And departments across the country saw 47% more resignations and 19% more retirements in 2022 compared to 2019, according to a survey of police chiefs by the Police Executive Research Forum. This has been a particular problem with the New York Police Department, whose officers have been targeted for recruitment from other cities. Metro PD ads can be seen throughout New York Transit subways, promising signing bonuses and moving assistance to D.C. The chief of police in Aurora, Colorado, traveled to New York to try and directly recruit officers to fill his 50 vacancies, promising lower cost of living and higher starting salaries.
Some states have added a recruiting bonus to out-of-state applicants who are already certified, which they're all interesting ideas, but when we're taking from one agency to another, we're not solving the problem, we're just moving it.
Police departments across the country have been paying hundreds of millions of city budgets on overtime pay, especially as crime rates continue to creep. The overtime led to overworked officers and resignations.
Overtime was a big issue. And I mean, many officers, a big part of their salaries comes from overtime, particularly when you have shortages, you're on shift and like, oh, I know you just worked 8 hours. Is it possible you stay over on the midnight shift or stay over on this shift? How can we expect our officers to not burn out, provide us the best service when we don't support them with mental health, physical health, and provide these type of mental welfare breaks?
And lastly, a huge hurdle for hiring and retention has been public police perception.
Don't we understand why there are some incidents and issues that happen in our profession that are absolutely inappropriate and tragic and criminal in some cases? And they have to be dealt with. In impact, they're huge. But in volume, they're very minor compared to the number of incidents and interactions police officers have on a daily basis.
Declining trust in law enforcement can lead potential recruits to stay away from the academy. Widespread availability of body cam videos and high-profile incidents of police brutality, including the murder of George Floyd, have created generational divides in the perception of policing as a career, according to Pew and Gallup research data.
When I started teaching at the university as a graduate assistant, and this is just like 2017, 2018, I'm asking people who wants to be a police officer in my course, in my Police in America course. Maybe about a quarter to a third would raise their hand. I asked that question just this last year, and nobody raised their hand.
Experts say hiring shortages can lead to agencies shrinking training windows or lowering test qualifications in order to fill crucial vacancies. Some chiefs of police express concern that to fill vacancies, they risk becoming a so-called second chance department for officers that were dismissed elsewhere for misconduct or even criminal activity.
And I've known officers who got fired from one department and then gone over to another one because they've got the training, they've got the post certificate, they can hit the ground running. And so departments said, well, we'll take a chance on them.
A number of departments have responded to the hiring shortages by dedicating more funds to competitive salaries. Others have lessened low-level requirements for the academy, like no tattoo rules or easing restrictions on prior marijuana use. Ultimately, many insiders say in addition to improvements with wages, benefits, and work-life balance, there has to be a more fundamental cultural shift to address the lack of trust and support.
You know, what you really don't want is that hard-charging kid who believes, that guns are the answer.
If you promote for running gunning, guess who will be the leaders and chiefs 20 years from now? And you keep the cycle going, it makes it even more harder for people who have different mindsets and different skill sets to come into the police force. Community-centered policing, where you're rewarding officers properly for this type of work, really comes in, and that's the best recruitment effort that you can have.
Amber Strong, Scripps News.